To our interview of the day, I am joined by Commissioner for Public Works and Transport in Oyo State, Professor Dahud Shangodoyin. Good evening to you, Honorable Commissioner. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Good evening, and how are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you so much. Let's kick off this way. When Governor Seyi Makinde was campaigning for a second term, he says he will deliver what he tagged Omi Titun 2.0. Which centers on bringing sustainable development to the people of Oyo State. And if I can remember vividly, he said Omi Titun 2.0 is a film that will be a lot better, sweeter, and more effective when compared to Omi Titun 1.0. So how far has the governor gone in actualizing this promise?
Okay, let me just bring you back to when we came on board in 2019 so that you can realize that Omi Titun 2.0 is really much better than Omi Titun 1.0. In Omi Titun 1.0, we actually had a roadmap for accelerated development of Oyo State 2019 to 2023, whereby we emphasized that we will have deliver infrastructure project that is cross-functional, that is highly have high impact, and of course that is capital intensive, such that it will add value to our roadmap and also transform Oyo State to economically vibrant, socially harmonious, aesthetically delightful, and physically functional state, and a preferred destination to all. Mind my words, what I'm saying now is that now in Omi Titun 1.0, yes, we have achieved what we promise our people under the roadmap for accelerated development. Now, if you look at the health sector, wherein we had the infrastructure, the rehabilitation of our health centers, almost 299 health centers across the state has been completed. And in Omi Titun 2.0, we are now also completing the 52 that is left. On the education, we also started with 60 secondary school, model secondary schools, and we completed that. And of course, we renovated 700 classrooms across the state, and we also supplied 265,500 tables and chairs to our pupils in secondary schools. Now, in Omi Titun 2.0 now, we are also working on 64,000 of such desks and tables for the students. Now, under the expansion of economy, which the road infrastructure belongs, in Omi Titun 1.0, which was 2019 to 2023, we actually delivered 11 roads of 144.37 kilometers in 4 years, compared to what we met in 2019, which was just 33.795 kilometers. Now, for 10 months now, we've actually delivered 76.05 kilometers. 3 roads within the state. We have commissioned those 3 roads. So you can see now that within just 10 months, we've actually delivered 76.05, which is almost half of what we did in Omi Titun 1.0. So our interest is our goal actually is to deliver sustainable infrastructure development in urban and rural areas of Oyo State. And we want to consistently deliver high impact, durable, and cross-functional infrastructure projects throughout the state. As I speak now, all the zones in the state, they are witnessing infrastructural projects. Let me take you to Ogbomoso zone and Nishayin zone, for which in May 2024, His Excellency Engineer Makinde is going to commission the 76.6 kilometer road that link Ishayin, which is Okeogun, to Ogbomoso, which is Ogbomoso zone. Now, as I speak also right now, we are equally working on the inner roads within Ibadan cities, 95.8 kilometers. If you check
all right,
Honorable
Commissioner, we'll get there, and they will be systematically. One project many are excited about is the Rashidi at the Ladija Circular Road. That construction, the construction of which was flagged off last week. I want you to tell me why many see this 32-kilometer road as a game changer.
Good. Now, that road was actually initiated during the land additional regime in 1999 to 2003, but Senator Rashid Adu actually commenced the preliminaries of that road. Now, His Excellency September 2022 actually renamed that road to Senator Rashid Adu Circular Road. That time, we started working on 6 bridges and 2 interchanges. Now we have completed the 6 bridges and the 2 interchanges. As I speak now, we flagged off last week, Friday, 22nd of this month, the pavement road of the 32.2 kilometers. Now that pavement road, we have 4 toll gates. The toll gate, we have one at the Lagos end, there's another one at Badeku, and in between, we have 2 other toll gates, just to allow us to be able to maintain the road for a long time of 50 years, even more. Now, the essence of that road is for us to connect the southwest part of Nigeria to other places in Nigeria. Why? If you are coming from Lagos State, you don't have to bother yourself coming down to Ibadan now anymore. You just join our 32.2 kilometer express road. Hopefully, in the next few weeks, we'll also award the 34 end that will link you to the A1 of Oyo, Ogbomoso, Ilorin Road. So therefore, coming from the northern part of Nigeria, you can link up from Akinlele end, join our circular route to Lagos. Also from the eastern part, you come into Ife, Ile-Ife, Ondo, then you can equally come in to our circular route and join the Lagos State. So ease of doing business is number 1 target. 2, also expand the expansion of the economy along that corridor. That corridor, we are going to have a number of features around that corridor, like the automobile park, industrial park, GRAs. Actually, the Rashidi GRA is almost close to that end also. So that area will attract a number of economic activities, right? So which means we are opening job opportunities for the resident and people of Oyo State.
So I also know about the overhead bridge at Akobo, Idiakwe, Basharun, dual carriageway, and the second gate of the 2nd mechanized division of the Nigerian Army. Talk to us about that project as well.
Now, remember I said in Omi Titun 1.0, we delivered the 144.37. That one you mentioned now, that's the Idiakwe to Oduwo Para, that's 7.2 kilometers. And that one also has the flyover, which connects around the general gas end. For a long time, it has been asking our people there. As I speak, those who can hear me, we know the truth is being said here. Because it can take you well over 3 hours or 4 hours to just navigate just close to 5 kilometers. But right now, it takes you less than 10 minutes to go from the one end to the other. And I suspect, again, that also has assisted a number of business establishments along that route as I speak now.
All right. I think the last one is this junction improvement works on Agodi Gate to Old Ife Road. What's the economic impact of these roads?
Now, that one is actually phase 2. In 2002, precisely, sometimes in May 2001, we opened the first phase, which is challenge 2021, we opened the challenge junction improvement. It has been serious congestion around that route. Not even that, majority of our people, they sell on the streets, buy and sell on the streets. Now, this one we just commissioned, that's the Agodi Gate, Civic Center, Idiakwe, has been a terrible area for us in terms of congestion, in terms of flow of traffic, in terms of business. It was not easy for our businessmen and women. But as it is, as I talk now, we do have a car park that can accommodate the commuters, can accommodate the Mikras, the Okada riders, the bus, and well over they have 350 stores, which can accommodate 700 traders within that place, because one store can take 2 traders at a time. And His Excellency has graciously approved that it should be given out free of charge. So what are we saying? We are lifting the street hawkers, traders from our road to a more decent, a more lucrative area for them to do their businesses, a more conducive, a more secured area, because that place also has solar light, which means they can have night market, night business in that area. Due to the civil sector. The civil center is also problematic. It was also problematic because you have so many the traffic jam around that exits. It is now a thing of the past. Ease of doing business, the traffic flow is easy for people. Even you have provisions for pedestrian crossing along that route, which makes life easier for our people.
That's great. All right. So talking about this allocation of 700 free stalls to street traders in Oyo State. I know this is to curb street trading and the legal dumping of refuse. But is Governor Makinde planning to replicate this initiative across the states?
Yes, exactly. We still have, you remember, Ibadan is the major city that I can say for free, it's giving almost 70% of our IGR, if not even more. So Ibadan is our main focus. We are having another 3 to 6, or another 6 junction improvement in Ibadan, which is coming up. As I speak now, the next place to move is the University of Ibadan. The University of Ibadan was established in 1948, and some of us passed through that university. If you go there now, you find traffic congestion, and Agbowo is another area, Agbowo Junction. It's another area, it's another business center for people coming to Ibadan, coming to the University of Ibadan and doing businesses. And so we are going to focus on that. That once we are able to achieve that, we'll move to other cities. Like I mentioned earlier, if you look at what we are doing now in Ibadan, the feeder roads, we extend that feeder roads to other cities, like other zones, like Ogbomoso, Okeogun zone, and Ibadan zone, and Oyo zone. So we have in mind, but if we start from where we know that we have hubs of economic activities, yes, and we are getting it right, of course, we are not leaving any zone untouched. Let me just to say that His Excellency has actually linked all the zones together. What am I saying is we have linked Ibadan to Okeogun. We have linked Okeogun to Ogbomoso. We have linked Ibadan to Oyo. We have linked Oyo to Okeogun. And also, we have linked Ibadan to Ibarakwa and Okeogun to Ibarakwa. So, which means it's now a thing of the past that we have a serious problem in trying to connect yourself within the zones. No, it's a thing of we are now moved from hardship to prosperity in terms of linking our zones together.
All right, Prof. Thank you so much for going there, because that happens to be my next question. So you're saying to us now that the state government has linked Ibadan, Oyo, Okeogun, Ogbomoso, Ibarakwa. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Now, so you're saying if we send our reporter there now, he would confirm this.
Let me help you. Let me just put more light to it. Now, send your reporter now to move from Ibadan to Okeogun, especially Ishayin. You find that 65 kilometers ready, no potholes, and it has been commissioned 3.5 years ago. Also, in September 25th, 2023, we commissioned the link between Oyo and Okeogun, which is Ishayin. That's 34.85 kilometers. The people can go there. Now, by God's grace, we are going to commission the 76.6 kilometer linking Ogbomoso zone to the Okeogun zone. That's the sharing. But as I speak now, if your river gets there now, it's going to take there between 1 hour 10 minutes to 1 hour 15 minutes from Ishayin to Ogbomoso, because we have actually almost completed the route from Ogbomoso to Fakpote. That's about 95% completed. We are now working on Ishayin to Fakpote, which is about 75% completed. Within the next few weeks, we'll get that one off. Now, ditto from Ibadan to Ibarapa. Now we are working on that 48 kilometers. Before it's due to be a serious problem, hardship on that road. But with the contractor on the road now, we've done what I can call the drainage system is completed. We have done some few regulations. We are just doing stone base and asphalt and the binder cost as the running cost, which will be the final thing to link up that zone. Now we have linked Okeogun to Ibarapa to Gagan, and that one is actually something you can verify. So what am I saying is that please come, enjoy yourself. I've actually gone around these zones as to inspect our project, and I'm happy to say that His Excellency has actually done well in linking the zones together.
All right, because connecting the zones is supposed to be the basis of this conversation tonight. Because for the people of Okeogun, or for Okeogun community rather, which happens to be the food basket and one of the richest in Nigeria in terms of natural deposits. I mean, at the last count in 2022, the population was about 3.6 million. That's for Ibadan. So I wanted to ask what the state is doing. The state of the roads connecting it rather, and Ibadan to ease the flow of vehicular traffic between both zones. But now that you've said this has been fixed, I also thought that the contractors were given a completion time of 90 days. What caused this delay?
90 days for which road?
For the Okeogun-Ibadan road.
No. There's not Okeogun-Ibadan. Which Okeogun? Because we have Ishayin to money.
Ishayin to... kindly hold on, Honorable. Ishayin to Fakpote Ogbomoso Road. Am I correct?
No. Right, that's fine. You're correct. It's just Okeogun linking to Ogbomoso. Now, let me throw more light to that. Right. You see, on that road, we do have 2 bridges, okay, across Okeogun River, River itself. Okay, now that one has been completed. Now we had problems in some areas that we have rocks, and we have to be careful because of the topology and the pavement we want to construct. So if you have estimated 2 months in engineering and you find out that you just have to keep your time so that you will not do rush business job, and at the end of the day, we have problems. So we have to take our time. That's why Ishayin to Fakpote was slowed down a bit. But as I speak to you now, it's about 75% completed. So the same thing from, there's what we call Aoudada. Aoudada area is a rock area. So we face some troubles also in that area. Now, again, we had issues in getting approval of the federal government, because when you cross federal government route, you need an approval. We have an underpass around close to the end of Ogbomoso. That's the one coming. That's the Ogbomoso Ishayin Road. Now, Ogbomoso Ilorin Road. Now that took us some time to get. The area is called Randa. Now that took some time before we got through the effort of His Excellency, we got the approval, and we're almost done with the underpass now. So those are some delays that we had. Again, the weather also contributed. See, so we cannot hold the weather. So when the rain falls, there's nothing we can do. We just have to make sure that we wait so that we have enough time for us to move, especially when it involves concrete work.
All right, Prof. Let's stay on this Okeogun matter, because I'm very particular about that community, because the people of that community say they have been neglected for too long. And if you look at the huge potential in that community, you wonder why.
Sure.
There are a number of tourist spots in this area waiting to be developed. I know you're not the commissioner for tourism, but these certainly affect your office. What is government doing to develop these communities?
Certainly, we are working on that because we know that where road goes, development surely follows. Okay, so therefore, what His Excellency did was to open up that agrarian zone, the tourism area, in terms of the road connectivity. Now, within the 1.0, Omi Titun 1.0, Okeogun enjoy the almost what I can call the fear, what I can call His Excellency passion to develop that zone. Let me give you an example. The Shaki Township, okay, that's about 9.0 kilometers, now was constructed, commissioned during the Omi Titun 1.0. Now, during Omi Titun 1.0, we started on Shaki Ogboro, okay, Igbo, okay, that's about 45.54 kilometers, which we are still on. So we are trying to open that area so that tourists can be attracted. Also, we can have the farmers can bring in their produce to the town easily. So we are working on that to be able to expand our economy. Again, the Fashola farms, which is closer to Ishayin being in Okeogun. That was why His Excellency constructed that road, or your Ishayin Fashola road, and it's now working. Go there now, you'll find our farmers working easily without any stress. And the security also is also taken care of, because the good road, we have our Amotekuns, we have our operation balls on the road. So we know His Excellency is mindful of the fact that we must develop all the zones.
All right.